Your man G. Louie.
And it's your man's Clearly coming to y'all on Thursday. That's right, Thursday. So this is Men's Mental Health Thursday.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So we got a very interesting show to talk to y'all about today because this is not talked about enough. And it seemed like us fellas, we need a platform we can come on and actually voice what it is that we desire and the things that we need. You know, pampering, they need everything.
All the
advice. And then we give them pampering and do that too. But where do we go and get pampering from? You know what I'm saying? If we try to, you know what I'm saying, hang out with the boys too much, they want to say we gay. Then if we, you know what I'm saying, not hanging out with the boys enough, then they want to say, you know what I'm saying, we ain't doing enough around the crib. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean, kicking the caboose. Let me tell you. But
so this is gonna be a platform where you can we gonna tackle this thing. We're gonna tackle this thing that's called mental health because we know as men, as the leaders, our mental need to be on point, and especially raising families and business, being leaders. Because you know, if you look at the world, how the world is going, the reason why the world is messed up is because the men is not in their rightful place and leading like they should be. So, you know, so that's why we need to attack this mental health and get this thing in order, especially, you know what I mean, where guys can have a voice and come and share what they feel and not being afraid of that somebody gonna judge them or be ashamed of whatever it is that they dealing with. So we here to help and get some answers to and some solutions to the problem of the men's mental health here in the world.
Right. And with that being said, ladies can also tune into this because this will also give you some sort of synopsis on how to deal with your male counterpart just in case y'all guys run into some type of rough patch within your relationship, because these things happen. These things happen because ain't nothing 100% compatible. And what you got to understand is compatibility is everything that you should be looking for in a relationship. And us fellas or whatever, sometimes we don't get all of those different tools or whatever to be able to actually be in a relationship, because a lot of us was raised up in single mother homes. So y'all got to understand, ladies, there's mothers out there, especially with sons, and your baby daddy ain't around, so you know what I'm talking about. You trying to raise a boy up into a man, so you only can give him as much as you can give him as a woman.
Right.
And a lot of these things has happened to a lot of guys from our era as well. You know what I mean? That's why Den and I was here. You know what I mean? It's just like what happened back then, still going on to this day. You know what I mean? Luckily, in this day and age, it's not as bad as it was back in the day.
Right.
Whoa. Back in our day, yikes. Pops would leave out literally for a loaf of bread and not come back. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'd be like, hey, gotta run down to the store, get some milk, and I'll be right back. Y'all be all right now. Give everybody a pat on the head and put his hat on, and he out the door. You know what I mean? Ain't come back.
Right, and then like 10, 20 years later, kids popping up like, this your brother.
Yeah.
This your sister.
Yeah.
This your what?
Yeah,
Daddy,
man.
what?
Yeah, man.
That's what you was out there doing, Daddy. You was out there making more babies. You done left us hanging.
A lot of instances like that. Then you got these instances like this too. A lot of these too. Chick was out here embezzling so much, she didn't know who the baby daddy was. Put it on one dude, he rocked out with the baby, and they went through their rough patch, wasn't even getting along, and the whole time, 7, 8 years done went by, he wasn't even the baby daddy in the first place. So what the heck? Ah, man. So you got so many of those, oh my God, that still goes on to this day, yikes. Whew. She don't even know who the baby daddy is. I done seen him on the shows with 2 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Possibly 3. And then one of them was the baby daddy. Wow. So this is what we want to do. We want to tap in with our fellas or whatever. And I'm going to start y'all off today. And we're going to talk about confidence. Confidence, y'all. I got some notes here, and I want y'all to pay attention on what we about to tell y'all and what I'm about to say. Because these are things that you can use in your day-to-day life. Your day-to-day life that can literally get you over to the next day. And see, that's what you got to understand. Every day is played as that day that it is, because the next day can always be the day. You know what I mean? And you got to always prepare. If you prepare, right, you ain't got to get prepared. So I'm finna equip you with a little bit of preparation, and this is going to give you an ideology on how Men's Mental Health Thursdays will go on into the future. So here we go. We're going to start the day off. Confidence, y'all. Confidence. And the reason why I bring confidence up is because so many of us men lack confidence, and some of us really don't know quite what confidence really is. And I'm going to kind of like differentiate the different kinds of confidence that get misconstrued with actual confidence. So let me give y'all a definition of confidence. All right. Confidence. A feeling of self-assurance and arising from one's self-doing. You understand what that means? That means that everything that you do or whatever you say and how you move, how you dress, how you act, you confident with inside of you. See, a lot of people out here ain't confident in themselves. So what they do is they rag and bag on other people to get off of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have they self resilience for themselves. So they do this to other people. So you got to be cool on that. You got to understand that your confidence is what dictates everything about you. If you confident in what you're saying and what you're doing because you done did the proper schooling, you done did the proper research, you done did the proper whatever it was to put you in this position, you know what it's hitting for. You know what I mean? That's confidence. You know what I mean? See, a lot of guys get confidence construed with, I got a bunch of pesos. So now this makes you confident. See, you got a bunch of pesos, you working with money, your pesos is all the way, stacked up or whatever. You thinking like, oh, that make me confident because I got a bunch of money. Yeah, I can move like this, I can move like that. But then when you ain't got the pesos or you can't move, you quiet.
You quiet. You don't function the same way. That's just like when then we done been in discussions where like one of my mans, he's like, yeah, man, if I ain't doing good, I don't like to come around. You know what I mean? So that goes with that, them pesos, because them pesos make you giving you that false confidence. But when you ain't got them pesos, now you feeling like you worth nothing. But but I was just thinking about far as to go with confidence. When you wake up in the morning, you have to have a positive attitude about the day and about how your day is going to go. Even when you encounter certain things, you still got to be an overcomer. You know what I mean? Like, I get up in the morning, I say the day gonna be a great day for me, no matter what. I'm gonna have a good day. But whatever comes in that day, you just deal with it. But if you get up with a bad attitude, that's what your day is going to be. That bad attitude.
Yeah, and you know what? And I'm going to actually add a little bit to that, because that's a good analogy. See, planning, fellas, is what it's all about. If you plan to have a good day, you're going to have a good day. You better bet that.
Yes.
And if you don't plan anything, now you playing with Murphy's Law.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anything and everything can and will happen. So you know what I mean? That's not where you at with it. And to be honest with you, y'all got to understand that even having money type of confidence, that's wrong reassurance of confidence. You want to be the confident, strong person and knowing that within, no matter what's going on outside of you, that you are whom you say you are. That's when you're confident. You don't need a big Cuban chain on. You don't need a big presidential watch. You don't need any of these things. You don't need a luxury car. You don't need any of these things.
Exactly.
Now, if you desire these things, it's something different. But these things aren't the things that make you. Confidence comes from within. And you, as the person out there, you must reassure yourself of this confidence And with that confidence, that means you got to put in that work. See, that's the part you got to put that work in order for you to be this confident person that you trying to be. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
more importantly, if you know that you not financially getting ahead the way you want to financially get ahead, you need to sit back and chronicleize exactly what it is you got going on your plate as far as where you put the money out at and where's money coming in at. And if something is not bringing in enough money, that means you must need to turn up in another field or in that field. I don't know. But all this is building your confidence. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you're knowing what it is that you're doing and you're giving yourself purpose. See, with confidence, you automatically, boom, know exactly what your purpose is. And that's where it's at, gentlemen. You got to understand where your purpose at. Now, I put an analogy at the end of the men's mental health because I want to touch on a very, very iconic movie that everybody that probably subscribed to us for sure, whether you old, young, in between, black, white, candy stripe, it don't matter. Everybody subscribed to this. Scarface, Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
Everybody subscribed. I don't know a person that don't. It's so many different paraphrases and memes that's out there dealing with Scarface is crazy. They even got pictures of the guy, like paintings and stuff like that.
Right.
You know? That's what I'm saying. We got one in the studio, y'all.
Right in the studio.
And I didn't even, I don't even know that ain't been there, so.
I just got there today. Show them a picture of that.
So I really, it just bugged me. It just came today. Yeah, I don't even know why.
But it's crazy. You know, crazy. He brought that up. Something just told me just bring that picture in there.
So this movie is very synonymous, especially with black street culture. Very, very much so, to the point where you had niggas to this day still snort cocaine. Sean, what the heck? Yeah, Scarface. Yeah, where it come from? You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, when he was doing it and getting money, he was like, oh, okay, that's what we do.
When you get money, yeah.
That's not what you do. Whoa.
That ain't what you do.
Whoa. Let me get back to the topic here. Get back on top. See, that's what I'm saying. The movie is so good in just so many different ways that we can just talk about it. It's just bananas. But, we going to go into the movie, part of the movie, in the beginning, when Tony Montana and Manolo is on the beach. And they walking, and they try to make their bones and find their way. They already lost Angel at the hotel incident or whatever, and now they're going to be locked in with Frank Lopez. So, Scarface, Manny out there chasing tail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Manny chasing that tail, baby.
Chasing tail.
You know what I mean? Chasing that tail.
So, things getting out of hand. And, Tony said, hey, no. Man, he tell Manolo that, nah, not the ice cream part either. Well, we get to that some other time. He told Manolo, first you got to get the money, then you get the power, then you get the respect. That's what Tony said, in that exact order. And it made all the sense in the world, right? If you, as a person, wasn't thinking correctly. And here's what I'm talking about. It makes sense, in a sense. But I'm going to tell you what makes even more sense, gentlemen. And this is where confidence lies at. Because I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, number one, you seize the power. Then you get the money. Because with the power, the money is automatically going to come. Also with the power, guess what comes behind that? Respect. It's the power that's first that you must seize. And the only way you can seize the power first is plan, prepare, and then execute. And that's what we not doing, fellas. That's what we not doing that. And this is what we getting all twisted at, because we out here freestyling. We out here air dancing. Wow. Yeah, we got to stop the air dancing. We got to get on our stuff. For real. Because at some point in time, there have been black men throughout this country that strove for perfection and did well. Because if it wasn't, we wouldn't be here.
Oh no, no
You know
doubt,
what I mean?
no
For
doubt,
real, for
no
real.
doubt, no doubt.
There is some good ones out
There's
there,
black,
out of
you
the
know what I mean?
bad
A
ones.
bunch of black men that
Yeah.
have laid the plan for us to be here right now, doing what we doing, being as entrepreneurs in business, excelling, because there was some black leaders that did it right, who planned, strategized, woke up in the morning, said positive affirmations every day. You know, especially back then, with all the hate and everything against the black, to keep them from succeeding, especially in business. Them white folks didn't want to see us survive in no business, and you know what I mean, and we functioning as our own, in our own, with our own.
He ain't lying.
You know what I mean?
He ain't lying, y'all.
So we want to give, you know what I mean, shout out to those who paved the way for us back then, that we here now to, you know, to honor them and lift them up and get them they flowers for paving the way for some niggas like us. You feel me?
Nigga breath. but 100 though. So in saying this, everything starts with confidence. And this is why this is our first segment. Because this is where it starts at. It's gotta start with confidence. And see, once you instill confidence in you, this confidence goes all the way throughout every member in your family. You got sons, you got daughters, you got wife, you got whatever.
Grandkids,
whatever. This
grandchildren.
confidence actually is a burst of positive energy. And let me tell y'all something else, fellas. You gotta get in shape, nigga.
Yes.
That's the first step of everything. You gotta take care of yourself, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. A lot of people out there, I did a little research, just a little bit. I do a lot to go in depth on this. So y'all can just take this, just brush off the top. But this is information that you can definitely bank on. Now, let me see. Look at my notes, y'all. I got notes. Showed y'all my notes before, right? You know, I graduated from this. My alma mater, yeah. It's my alma mater here, yeah. Yeah, it's my alma, yeah. I got notes here.
I got a few too.
I got notes. All right, so now I want y'all to understand that out of my research, especially with black men, I guess that's what I speak for, right? I'm a black man. I can't really speak for no white men. But I guess, yeah, white man in there too. Throw him in there too. This is for all men. Wow. Listen, a lot of us suffer from liver damage. A lot of us. And we don't even realize that we have this liver damage because it doesn't really affect your day-to-day activities. Mm-hmm. But what it does is it actually sets off hormonal symptoms inside of you that you don't even realize is going on. You understand what I'm saying? Just because your liver is upset. Exactly. For real, for real. And let me tell y'all, fellas, the liver is the only organ that independently operates on his own. On his own. Yeah, it independently. It's not. You know what I mean? It's got its own setup. You know what I mean? No other organ operates like that. Everything else is connected in some kind of way. So the liver is important. And if you eat liver, shame on you. Wow. My homeboy, love it.
When I was eating, I never, how can you eat that?
Shame on you. And I'm going to tell you something else about liver. People that eat liver. There are people out here that are diagnosed with gout. And what liver does, which is animal organs, it offsets their gout. So it can't be good. It's horrible. Moms have tried to make me eat it a few times. But we ain't talking about that liver. Boo. We talking about your actual functioning liver. Wow. So here go a few things where you can actually prepare your liver and actually bring it back up to code and get it all the way official. And this ain't got nothing to do whether you drink alcohol or not. A lot of us just have some sort of parasites and things of that nature that's actually just in there. That's just we done just did so much damage over the years that we just ain't really cleansed ourselves, and that's just what it really is. But if you do some type of detox and cleanse yourself or whatever, you're gonna definitely want your liver to repair itself. You better bet that. So here go a few things where you can actually help the liver out, and he love it. Whoa, purple lettuce, fellas, purple lettuce. Instead of eating just all green lettuce, try and get you some purple lettuce. Yeah, the purple lettuce, the real purple lettuce, not the one you smoke now. I know y'all want the devil's lettuce, not the devil's lettuce. Whoa, we want the regular lettuce. You know what I'm saying? And you put that in there, get you some of that off of me on your salads. Yeah, that goes straight. Now that's number one, top dog for the liver. That's top dog. He goes straight in, and whatever he do, liver like that. Yeah, he do. So that's number one. Number two, before you eat maybe dinner or something like that, you should take you a cap full of apple cider vinegar. Now the apple cider vinegar, the acidness actually offsets your stomach, and when you eat your food, you don't consume a lot of food. And it helps you also digest whatever food that you're eating at that time. Like maybe you might be eating some type of carbohydrate, rice, noodle, or maybe some type of bread on a sandwich or something, I don't know. And what it does is the apple cider vinegar keeps your insulin stable. You know what I mean? And a lot of vegetables, a lot of veggies. Broccoli, they tell you it's good, it's not good, it's good money. Liver love that. Cauliflower, liver love that. All the leafy stuff, liver love it. Green leafy stuff, liver love.
But you're a Carlos detox. That's good too.
I don't know because that it has sugar in it.
No, you get it without the sugar.
Right, so that's
Just straight natural.
Okay, I don't know.
When you get smoothies, you got to tell them, I want it with no sugar.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to use fruit though either.
They use vegetables. Just like you talking about cauliflower and the green leaf, you know what I mean? Like they take that, put that in there.
Now, I don't know if I can drink that. I'd rather eat mine. I don't want to drink.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to drink it, y'all. That's me personally. I don't want to drink it. Nah,
you know what I mean? I want to go. That's good.
You drink that?
Good. Yeah, I drink that.
Wow. What it tastes like?
It's good. It's good.
You say anything good. You're vegetarian, y'all. You ain't eat meat.
You know what I mean?
His taste buds don't count, do they?
Yes, they do.
But
yes,
they do. He eat fake meat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This guy here. What the heck? But anywho, but yeah. More importantly, you got to understand that's a part of taking care of yourself. So repairing the liver is top flight to actually getting on course, to actually trying to go forward, to set yourself up to do something fly.
Right.
That's what's up. You know what I mean? And remember, everything starts with confidence. You know what I mean? Confidence, y'all.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Positive attitude.
Confidence.
When you wake up in the morning, positive attitude, confirmations of, I'm gonna have a good day. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you going through, I'm coming up out this, boy. You feel me? This can't last for long. But I'm gonna make it through. Positive. And I tell my one man, he be telling me, man, I can't. You know what I mean? Example, right? Example of, man, I can't hit a number. That's, he keeps saying. I say, well, you ain't gonna hit a number because you keep saying you ain't gonna hit a number. And you keep playing, but you keep saying you ain't gonna hit a number, so you ain't gonna hit a number. That's what you speaking into your life. You see what I'm saying? That's just an example of words. You know what I mean? I said, if you don't.
Why you had to put the number in?
No, but but this is, but that is a good example.
With the numbers?
But listen though.
The numbers?
No, listen though. But what I'm saying is words are powerful. What I'm saying is, this is what you create in this is your reality that you creating.
I agree.
You know what I mean? That's just like if somebody say, I ain't gonna get a job. Man, they ain't gonna hire me. And that's all he says. They ain't gonna hire me no matter how many applications I put in. They not gonna hire me because I'm a felon. And you know what's gonna happen?
Nah, that's a better example.
It's still
That's
the
a
same,
better
man.
example.
It's still
But
the
you throw the
same,
numbers
bro.
in there. You gambling and it's
But
rigged.
so what though?
You
But I'm
gambling
saying,
and it's
though,
rigged.
But what I'm saying though is it's still
Sorry,
words.
y'all.
It's just still words. I gave an example. It's still words though.
I mean, that's a better. That's a
But
much
still
better
though,
example.
but it's just an example,
'Cause
man.
he got
I
control.
can- but I
he
can
got
still-
control of his destiny.
But
though,
what I'm
in that
saying
one.
though
He
is
got control of this.
I can still
Yeah, control of the
use that as an example though, man. You can't tell me what I can't use that as an example.
I'm not telling you
bro.
can't do anything. I'm
You know
just
what I mean?
saying.
Like, but I'm just saying though. But still
The
though,
number.
my example you don't always have to be you all don't always
Always.
have to be combative. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
not being combative. I'm just saying.
we was doing just good.
the numbers, y'all.
We was just doing just fine.
Make sure y'all go get y'all numbers in.
Hey, look, we was just. Hey, look,
Four
we,
digit. What's the day? Thursday. Got
yeah.
Powerball, Mega Millions.
All that.
Go get your stuff in, man.
All that. Go get it in.
We promote gambling now. Whoa. You know, they gambling, y'all. Yikes. With the info.
You know what I mean? They've been doing this since back then. We grew up on mama, grandma, and grew up on the lottery.
All right, y'all. So, with that being said, we about to close out, man. Want y'all fellas stay confident, man. Walk strong in your stride, man. For real, for real. Stay alive.
Yes, you know what I mean? So we gonna give y'all some nice, powerful information every Thursday. You know what I mean? For Men's Mental Health Thursday. And it's gonna be packed with I'm talking about with some good stuff for y'all brains and y'all hearts and y'all mental stability here at Den and Out Podcast. This is G. Louie.
Clearly.